Okay, so basically this is a template of a website, and so any piece of the website that you're not going to use, you need to remove. So here is this add text. We're not going to use that, so I'm going to click on off. I don't want to do that, so we can put text here if we want, and leave my site, and that's fine. Or we can click on logo, and we could upload a picture. Okay, right here it says add text. We need to get rid of that. We just say welcome. Okay, again, it's a piece of the template that you either need to replace or get rid of. I do like coffee, however, I don't really want this to be my background image. So I'm going to go click on the down here arrow here and do edit image. I'm going to add an image. I'm going to upload one from my computer. Okay, and I can also add text if I'd like. I can move it down here. And I could put this. I'm going to get rid of up here. Okay, and I'm going to do save. Let's see what that looks like. And I could save it. Good. I can save it to all pages if I want. So there's that. Okay. Scrolling down, drag elements here. This is a big deal. Okay. If you just want to put a title here, you can drag this over. Click there and okay, and you could type a title there and then drag a text in, and then in a website, it's important to avoid paragraphs. You want to try to include a numbered list or bulleted lists and numbered lists as much as possible. Okay. So this is the title, what the title layout looks like, the text layout. You can also move an image in text in, and of course then you can type here and click here to upload an image there. Okay. So those are some different layouts. I'm just messing around here. Actually, on a home page, you'd be better off to have nothing down here. So if you want to get rid of any, you just click on it, and point at the X to delete. Okay, and I don't want anything down here. Well, if I maybe would have a little description there, so I guess I'll leave that there. But I can change the layout of my home page by going to Pages again, click Home, and here's my landing page. That's what the layout is for it. I could have tall header, save and edit, and now here it is. Okay, and I could just have on my home page a welcome. I can change the image if I want. Okay, so that's what you can do here. Save, and I can do save to all page or just save to this page. Maybe that's what I want for just this page. Maybe I want a different picture on every page. Okay, so then I want to show you a few other layouts. Contact page. looks like this, okay? And every page will be blank where it will say drag elements here, and that's when you drag what's here over to here to fill the page. We know what title does in text and image, and you can use them all in combination. Image, of course, if we drag that over, will allow us to put a picture in. Slideshow, okay, will allow us to put a slideshow in, and these are the different kinds of slideshows. So I'm going to click this one to show you how this works. Upload photos. Okay, and you can, I'm going to do Control A to open them all. Okay, when it's done, you're going to click Save. Okay, and then here's what the slideshow looks like. Okay, here are all the little thumbnails. You can click on one and it will show it over here. Okay, or you can hit play and it'll just play it, or you can advance one at a time. Okay, here we can add or edit. We can change our transition style, which the transition is when it goes from one photo to another. That one's mosaic. Okay, navigation, how it moves through. Okay, you can mess around with that and see what it does. Speed, spacing, caption, all kinds of different things. Caption means you can put a little blurb in. So, all right. Okay, that's what slideshow is. I want to show you what a gallery is. I can click and drag that down here. And again, upload images, upload. I'm not going to upload as many this time. So you see a slideshow shows one picture at a time, and there's some thumbnails over here so you can get an idea. The gallery just throws them all on the page, just like this. Okay. Another one that you can do is map. And this is kind of cool if you want to show where the location of some places. Go ahead and click on the map, type in an address. I'm just going to put Bellevue, Iowa. And I'm going to click off of it. And there it brings us to the map. Okay, you can do, right now the width is auto, the height is small. You know, you can change that if you want. Again, you can play around with advanced display. You know, you can play around with this too. Contact form. And that's what that looks like. When you click on it, you can change, you know, what's here. Okay, you can change the field name if you want. You can provide instructions for it if you want, for the form, and the size and everything. You can make it required. That's what the asterisks are, or you can make that be no, that they don't have to. And here's some form fields that you can use. Okay, and you just drag it over, just like all the other things. Okay. I'm going to click on the map. I need to save my form apparently before I can move on. Now here's some form options too that you can, that's the email it will go to for people that fill it out. Okay, another thing that you are going to want to know about is over here, the structure. Okay, well there's all of right here. Okay, columns would be important if you have that allows you to drag an element here and here. So like maybe you want the contact form to be here, because see how much space is here? Okay, you put the contact form there, and then in the other half, you could put something else. Okay, that's what the columns do. And when you use columns, you can change the number of columns. I'm going to let you experiment with that. And really that, you can, for media, you can insert media. You can put a YouTube video clip right in. You can embed it. Okay, and this is what it looks like to begin with, but to do your own, just click on in it, and right here is where you would paste the URL, and then your video would pop up here. So those are some things that you can do, the layouts and the items that you can put in on pages.